I'm Miss Allie and welcome to First Chapter Fridays. Today we are looking at the book See You in the Cosmos by Eric Cheng. This book follows 11-year-old Alex, who is a huge space lover, and all he wants to do is send his golden iPod into space just like his hero Dr. Carl Sagan did with his golden record and the Voyager. So this book follows Alex creating his recordings of the journey that he has for trying to send this iPod into space. Along the way, we get to see all the different people he meets, the adventures he gets to have, and all of the things he gets to kind of learn about himself along the way. This book is written throughout his recording, so it's written in a slightly unique perspective, but it's definitely worth reading. It definitely has a lot going on. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. New recording 1, 6 minutes, 19 seconds. Who are you? What do you look like? Do you have one head or two? More? Do you have light brown skin like I do? Or smooth gray skin like a dolphin? Or spiky green skin like a cactus? Do you live in a house? I live in a house. My name is Alex Petrosky, and my house is in Rockview, Colorado, United States of America, planet Earth. I am 11 years and 8 months old, and the United States is 242 years old, and Earth is 4.5 billion years old. I'm not sure how old my house is. Maybe you live on an ice planet, so instead of houses, you have igloos, and your hands are ice picks, and your feet are snowshoes, and you're covered in gold brown fur like Carl Sagan. That's my dog. I named him after my hero, Dr. Carl Sagan, who was one of the greatest astronomers of our time. Dr. Sagan helped send Voyagers 1 and 2 into deep space and put a golden record on them with all kinds of sounds from our planet, like whales singing and people saying hello in 55 languages, and the laugh of a newborn baby, and the brainwaves of a woman in love, and mankind's greatest music like Bach and Beethoven and Chuck Berry. Maybe you've heard of it? I found my pup, Carl Sagan, in the parking lot at Safeway, and when I saw him, he was dirty and hungry and hiding behind a dumpster. I said, "Come here, boy, don't be scared." But he was crying and curling his tail because we were still strangers at that point. I told him I'm not going to hurt him. I'm a pacifist. And I guess he believed me, because when I picked him up, he didn't even fight me or try to run. Then I took him back to my house, and my mom was lying on the sofa watching her shows like she usually does. And I told her I got the groceries, but I got a pup also, and I'll take good care of him, I promise. I'll play with him and feed him and give him a bath and all the stuff you're supposed to say. And she said, "You're in the way." So I got out of the way. My best friend Benji's mom would freak if he brought home a pup, but my mom, she doesn't care as long as I make us dinner and don't bother her when she's watching her shows. She's a pretty cool mom. I don't know what kind of shows you guys have, but the ones my mom likes are game shows and judge shows and shows with 5 ladies sitting in a fake living room. When I'm at Benji's house, we watch Cartoon Network because his family has On Demand, and Benji loves Battle Morph Academy, and so do a lot of the kids at school. I think that show's okay, but I prefer the more classic cartoons like Dexter's Laboratory, to be honest. That Dexter is one smart kid. I hate it when his sister Dee Dee goes in and messes up everything. I'm glad I don't have a sister to mess up my stuff, especially when I'm working on my rocket. I do have an older brother though. His name is Ronnie, but everyone calls him RJ, except my mom and me, and some of his old high school friends, because his middle name is James. Ronnie's a lot older. He's more than twice how old I am. He's 24. He lives in Los Angeles, and his job is an agent. And I know what you're thinking, but he's not that kind of agent. He's not a spy or Bond, James Bond kind of agent. He doesn't fight terrorists or bust drug dealers or play poker with supervillains. He helps basketball and football players get shoe commercials. But he does go to fancy parties and wear sunglasses, so I guess it's kind of the same. Ronnie wouldn't let me keep Carl Sagan at first. He never likes it when my mom and me spend his money on stuff that isn't groceries or bills for our house. When I told him about Carl Sagan over the phone, he said, we can't afford a dog. And I said, I think we can afford a dog because I've been getting the on-sale food from Safeway and making my own sandwiches for school instead of buying hot lunch. And I also got a part-time job helping Mr. Basher stack magazines at his gas station. I said, I've been saving the money for my rocket, but I can use some of it to buy Carl Sagan's food because he's not that big of a dog. And besides, you should come back to Rockview sometime and meet him in person. I mean, in dog, before you make any brash decisions. That was almost a year ago, and Ronnie still hasn't met Carl Sagan in dog yet. But I'm sure when they finally do meet, that Ronnie's going to love him, because who can turn down that face? Huh? Who can turn down that face? That's right, I'm talking about you, Carl Sagan. Do you want to say hello? Come on, boy, say hello. Carl Sagan doesn't want to say hello. He's just staring at me like, what are you doing? Who are you talking to? Is there a person in there? I don't see a person in there. There's no person in here, boy. It's just an iPod. You watched me spray paint it gold, remember? I'm making recordings so when intelligent beings millions of light years away find it one day, they'll know what Earth was like. Do you understand? He doesn't understand. Now he's looking out the window. He's easily distracted. So then what was I talking about? Anyway, I thought that maybe you guys already got my hero's golden record, but maybe you don't have record players where you are, or you used to, but not anymore. The only ones I've seen are the used ones at Goodwill, and nobody buys them because iPods and iPhones fit in your pocket better. Also, this iPod can hold a lot more than a record. I already uploaded everything from the golden record onto here, and there was so much room left, and then I found out you can make recordings too, so I thought maybe I could record some sounds from Earth that you haven't already heard. Plus, I'll explain everything that's happening behind the scenes while I get ready for my launch. It'll be like Blu-ray bonus features. There's so much I want to tell you guys, but it'll have to wait because Carl Sagan's sitting by the door because he wants to go pee and poop. And I still have stuff to pack everything for my trip. I'll tell you about Sharf and my rocket next time. And that is the end of the first chapter. I hope you guys liked it. If you are interested in reading more of this book, you can check it out from the Racine Public Library. We have copies available, so we hope to hear from you soon.